is Kelly, and I've been smoke-free for about 1 year and a quarter. I began smoking as, I guess, maybe a sign of rebellion, something different to do. It was one of those habits that just got steadily worse. I mean, obviously I left school and then I became 18 and then I could buy cigarettes, and then, you know, as you become older, you have phases of emotional flux, and so I began to smoke a lot during those times and became horribly hooked to it. Yeah, I guess you could say I was a passionate smoker, and there was a point there where I could not even envisage ever quitting. I mean, I knew that it was something that I had to do at some point in the future, but it was always in the future. I relied on it a lot. It was a wonderful excuse to not have to talk to people, strangely enough. I love to have a cigarette to actually get out of social situations and have a break. And it was a real big signifier of identity as well. In social situations, I was always that chick that would be smoking. I had everything you needed. I had all of the paraphernalia. If you were missing something, you could come to me, though I'd probably find you annoying. But anyway, one of the biggest motivators for me to quit smoking was health. I was about to have surgery on my spine, and with any kind of operation, they usually say that you need to quit smoking about 6 weeks beforehand or thereabouts. And so I figured, well, look, if I'm going to quit for that amount of time, then I'm going to have to exercise the same sort of willpower that I'd need to exercise to quit for good, because smoking was so integrated in my everyday life. I just started asking questions. So, you know, how did you feel when you quit smoking? Did you have anything planned? Just sort of random things, just to suss out like a good strategy. When I quit smoking, I was literally in the car with my good friend, and I was saying to her, I think that I'm going to quit tonight. I think I'm going to quit. And I started to cry. I actually started to cry. It was pretty much tantamount to me saying to my good friend, I think I'm going to break up with my partner. That's it. I think I'm going to divorce them. You know, it was like that. And I started crying. It was more, for me, it was less about the physical effects of not smoking anymore, of the whole quitting process. That for me wasn't actually the big deal. It was up here. It was the fact that I was crying over a breakup with this object, basically. I was crying over this, said to me that, oh, okay, there's actually a much deeper relationship that needs to be unpacked. For me to view smoking as a relationship that I'd had for many years, but a very toxic one, and to sort of implement all of those kind of strategies and tactics that you use for self-care when you break up with someone, that's pretty much what I had to do. If you're going to break up with someone, you break up with them. Some people like to drag it out though, and they dabble in the social smoking and that kind of stuff. But for me, like this is why the metaphor worked really well. I know that doesn't work for me. I wasn't going to be a social smoker. It was all or nothing, you know. It's like a passionate love affair. Who I am since I've quit smoking hasn't changed, but I just have a lot more time now. It's no longer a void, it's actually time that I can use to do other things. And I fill it with things that make me happy. I garden, I make really nice tea, and these are all very ritualistic, and it's really important, I think, to have that. I think though you need to go through all of that to get to the other side, and once you get to the other side, it's good. You're not beholden to this stupid thing anymore. You don't have to worry about it. You can get up and you can do your own thing, and you don't have to think twice. And that's really, really nice to know that, you know what, I don't even think about smoking anymore. It's been over a year and I don't think about smoking anymore.